I like doing bonsai, right? That is the only thing right now that I find worthwhile to stay alive for, right? Apart from my family, and I don't have friends, but yeah, apart from my family and maybe the people that knew me from the past would be a little bit hurt if they found out that I died. So apart from that, bonsai is the only thing that I live for, right? The only thing that I want to live for. The only thing that I want to go to work for. The only thing that I want to wake up for at 7 fucking a.m. Or p.m., I don't fucking know. It's English language. Man, it's not my first language. But if I want to reach people, I have to talk English. But that's okay, man. So yeah, bonsai is the only thing that I want to wake up for at this moment in time, you know? There's really nothing else than bonsai, right? But even with these bonsai, the thing that I like about bonsai is that you put in effort, you put in the time, you put in the care, you put in the artistic capabilities, you learn, you study, and then you get the results, right? After 15 years, you have a beautiful little tree that you created and that you can look to and say like, wow, I did a good job, right? All this time, all this effort that I put into it, and now it's this beautiful tree. That's nice. I did a good job. And you really don't have that with many other things, right? I think everyone has, or most people have some kind of a passion, right? With some people it's like playing piano. They practice every day, and then after a while they are very good at playing piano and they really enjoy it, right? And so it's the one thing that's in your life that really gives you joy, and for me that's bonsai, you know. But even that you can get bored of it, you know, or you can start to like find it not enough, right? There's too much suffering that even that is not enough for you to want to stay alive. There's just too much suffering, and it would just be easier to not have to go through every day, through all of that suffering every day. That would just be easier, but somehow you still find yourself here, and that is the only thing that keeps you alive, you know? Apart from family. But even in bonsai, you know, the tree can always die, you know? A tree that you worked for maybe 20 years, and then 1 year, it just dies, you know? You don't know what happened. It got a disease, you know, or maybe you pruned it too hard, you know, or like most of the time it's completely out of your control, right? You can do everything right, you can know as much as you want to know, and yet the tree dies, you know? And that seems to be life, you know? It seems to be that nothing is certain and nothing can be guaranteed in this life, and the more you want, the more you care for something to have a certain result, the more you're gonna be disappointed, because most of the time that desired result is not gonna be achieved, you know? So it seems like we're playing a game, but the difficulty level is like impossible, right? You have like beginner, normal, medium, expert, medium hard expert, and then, you know, ultra expert, and then you have impossible, right? And that's really the difficulty of this. That's really, yeah, the difficulty of this life, you know. For me, anyway. It's just too hard, you know. It's just not enjoyable, you know. If it was a little bit of struggle, right? If you had to be careful to keep these trees alive, But when you did everything right, they would be alive. I would understand that, I would even enjoy that. A little bit of difficulty is fine, But here, it's just so difficult that I just want to give up on everything, I just want to give everything up. Because it's all too difficult. And I don't see the reason for it anymore. I don't see the meaning for it anymore. And I haven't seen the meaning for it anymore since quite a long time, Since 3-4 years. So, and even before that I was just in constant fear, in constant suffering. So I don't get it. I don't get why the fuck I'm here, I look around and all I feel is pain. All I fucking feel is pain all the fucking time. That's all I feel. Just pain. Like there's nothing happening or anything. I'm not in immediate danger or anything. And yet I feel incredible pain. Incredible pain. All the fucking time, and I don't know what to do anymore. Or I don't know, man. There's nothing beyond it. That was my own recording that started playing, and I was shook, I didn't expect that, So yeah, all I feel is fucking pain all the fucking time, and I'm just too tired. I just wanted to stop, man. I just needed to stop. I really do. I really needed to stop, but it's not going to. It's not going to stop. But yeah, I think I don't see how I can. Like, bonsai is the only thing I live for right now. And even with that comes a lot of problems, I have to find a job to be able to survive, to be able to take care of these bonsai. I have to find a house that has a garden with enough sun to put my bonsai in. And a house is fucking expensive, All you can pay, all you have the money for to pay is maybe a little apartment, right? A house, who can still pay a house, Who can still buy a house with a fucking garden? No one, Not here where I live, No one can fucking buy a house. It's just so many people in such a little place, everywhere people, nowhere you can go, all the people, and you have to rent a little fucking apartment, a little cell where you go after you have no function anymore. After you've done your work, you go to a little cell, you drink a little alcohol, you go to a little club, you dance a bit, but none of that makes sense to me. The only thing that makes sense to me is my bonsai, And even that, this world makes it so fucking difficult. I have to have a house that I'm not gonna be able to pay for. I have to go to a job that I will probably hate. I have to see people every day that I don't want to see. It's just not a good story, man. It's just not a nice experience. And I don't know why this exists. Man, just get me out. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Please. There's no one to get me out. There's no one to get me out. There's no one to get me out. There's literally no one to get me out of here. Such a terrible experience. such a terrible experience. Like, maybe if you're doing good in life, maybe if you look good and you have a lot of money, and you have an attitude that will make you charismatic and be able to enjoy life, maybe then you can have a good life, right? But if you're like me, you're not attractive, you're not charismatic, you're not anything special, you don't have the attitude to enjoy life. This is just terrible, man. And I just cannot wrap my head around the fact that we are here and this is truly happening. I just cannot wrap my head around that, How was this possible, Me, I know nothing to gain from questioning how this was possible, because nothing is going to change, Whatever you do, just do it, it doesn't matter. Just do whatever you need to do to survive.